anyone else that can play for the king? There's no one that can play good music. Speak up. Is there anyone else? Yeah, there is one. He lives down in the valley called the Gellert family. Some call him the beat maker. Some call him Don Juan. Yes. But what is his name? Sorry, sire. His name, okay, Don Juan. And where he lives is at Studio One. Smoking Don Juan. Studio One. What's with the one? Let me explain, sire. Because he is. Tell him the king has summoned him. Be quick about it. As you wish, sire. Man. And get on your horses. You heard the king. Go down to the valley of the Gellert family.
Mr. Baker, let's try this again.
Yes, sir. Good night, great people. Good night, family. Good night to us all. Good night to us all. We have some technical difficulties, but we're not letting up. We're not gonna let those powers take our joy. You know, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but we wrestle against principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. So that's just a representation of that wickedness in high places that we fight up against. Let's not forget that, my people. Let's not forget that our human race, we fight not against one another, but there is something that is out there that is bigger than me and you, that is fighting us. That's a system that's already set up that wants us to fall constantly. And that's what we're fighting against. So as we continue to educate our young black men of America and all over the world, we got to remember that this human race, we have to stand together on all things and remember who our enemy is. And once we know who our enemy is, then we're able to come together and unite and fight against him and fight against those fiery darts, okay, and the wiles of Satan and his angels that roam here and forth trying to devour us, try to take us out, try to feed us lies, okay? And remember, those liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, which burneth with brimstone, which is their second death. See, I won't see no second death, and I'm trying to make sure all our people don't see no second death. You know, there is actually, when you live within yourself and you know who you are and where we come from, there is no death. There's only life, and there is only eternal life. And the reason that there is only eternal life is because of that soul that dwells within us. It has to go back to its creator. I don't care what type of person you are, what you may believe in, what your religion is, what you call to come to, but just remember one thing about it. You have a soul within that you didn't create. You didn't create that, so it's not yours. It don't belong to you. It belongs to the creator. And that's who we're talking about. That's who we stand for. That's who we represent. That's who created us and made us in the image of him, which his name is considered Elohim. When he said, come, let us make man in our image, he came and said, let us make man in the image of us, in the image of God. See, that's why I say that we are all God. We are not God. We are not the creator of our soul, but we are the creator of our own universe. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you are Godhead within yourself, you can speak things into existence. All you have to do is believe it. Once you speak it, believe in it, and you put that faith of action out there towards it, then it shall come to pass. It's just as simple as that, my brothers and my sisters. It's just that simple. And just like we're going to talk about this black man foundation, once we get our foundation that we need, then there is no way we cannot rise to the power that we need to be. Okay, just like we discussed earlier, we were part of a golden age. You got to remember who our forefathers are. All right, we have to remember who our forefathers are, who we come from, where we come from, our ancestors. See, our ancestors were the ones who helped create and orchestrate the foundation of religion that is here on this earth. See, that's where we've come from as a people. That's what's the greatness about the African people, about us as a whole. See, we are the fathers. Our forefathers were the ones who created this religion thing. Okay? And religion ain't nothing but a dogma. And y'all wonder, what's the dogma? A dogma is something you just use it to control the minds of the people. That's all religion is. It is set up to control the mind of the people. See, religion is sent here just so we could bend it in the way that we want to bend it for our sakes, for our own good. See, back in those days, every man feel that they are right in their own eyesight. Every man feels that way. But we have to remember that there is a creator that we have to answer to. There is a conscience that is within us that help us understand what is right and what is wrong. Okay, it's significant to understand those things. We need to understand. So in doing so, we have to understand where, who, and where we come from and who we represent. Okay, we got to remember we represent that Godhead. All right, we're the people that is always oppressed no matter where we go on the land. Okay, we're the people that is always looked down upon. We're the people that are always pressured upon. We're the ones that was placed up under slavery. Okay, it didn't start out with us being slaves. Actually, we were the rulers of the world at one time. We were the golden empire. Okay, we were the golden age before. We were the golden empire that was ruling at the time. Okay, remember I talked about there's a dream that took place by a king called Nebuchadnezzar. I don't know if anybody knows the story, but yet in that dream, he dreamed a colossal. He dreamed of a statue. Okay, and that statue had a head of gold. Okay, and that statue had a head of gold, and that head of gold was considered that golden empire that we're going to talk about, that we'll be talking about. And then from there, it broke down into silver. So you see, it started losing its value as you have these people start infiltrating the area of the golden empire, which was set up. Okay, as you start having the boundaries taken over by the Babylonian Empire, then that's when it drops down to silver. And then from there, you get that same vision of Nebuchadnezzar where he visioned that dream. He had the gold, the silver, and then next it turns into brass. See, gold is the highest thing. Then you have silver, then you have brass. Brass is not as tough as the silver and the gold, but yet it still represents a toughness at some point. That's your Greek empire that come rolling in there at that time, and they wanted to take over the land. And then from there, it started to divide. And as it started to divide, the division was in the Roman Empire that came in. And then as that Roman Empire came in, it started to divide. And as it divided, it broke off into iron. Now it represents iron. Okay. And the iron was of the Eastern and the Western division. Okay. Which were the two churches that were set up, which was your Eastern, which was your Greece church, and then your Western division, which was a PayPal church. And we'll go into details about that. We're talking about who represents those churches and those division. And then as it breaks down, as it gets all the way down to the feet, it divides into iron and clay. And y'all are probably wondering, like, well, why did he say all of that? I said all that to say that that representation of that statue was to tell the people, the children of Israel at the time, that they're going to lose their power. Their powerful infrastructure of a mighty king was being diminished. It was being taken away. Remember, those were the world kingdoms. Those were the four world kingdoms that came in at the time. I just named all four of them. If you paid attention, that was all four of the world kingdoms that came in at the time. All of them came in from a vision that was given to Nebuchadnezzar, that Daniel had to reveal and tell him the dream of his own dream that his own musicians could not even interpret. Okay, so and that is very important in order for us to start understanding who and where we come from. Because one of the names that I gave last week, okay, was Minis. Minis. Minis at the time at the time the Sudan was two lands, such as today. Okay, when Minis of the first dynasty coming in about 31,000 BC. Okay, when Minis came in, he came in before there was even an Egypt. So there was no Egypt at this time. This time there was no Egypt at all. All right, no Egypt, but there was a Memphis. Okay, there was a Memphis at this time. There was a place called Memphis. All right. And prehistoric time, we say no. And if you look in scripture, it talks about No and Joshua, Nowe, oldest city on earth. Okay. That was the oldest city on earth. So we're talking about pretty much 4,000 years of our history not being recorded. That's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. Over here in America, I was taught to believe that my history started where? In slavery. But yet, when I do some research and I start studying about my people and where my people come from and the destruction of the black civilization, I start to understand and start to realize, hey, we have 4,000 years of unrecorded history that nobody even talks about, that nobody taught us. Okay. And that's what we're going to be trying to do. We're going to be trying to look back on those parts of history, on those parts that they choose not to share with us in these times over here in America. Okay, they talk about history of the land of America. That's not my history. That's the history of this land in America. Okay. And so from there, we will start to understand how the migrations started coming in, how certain groups started to take over certain areas in the land of Africa, up in the Nile Delta area. You had the Canaanites and the Asians in the Nile Delta. Okay, they was already settling in. They were considered nomads. And if you really pay attention to the story and you pay attention to the story of Cain and Abel, you realize Cain killed Abel and Cain was sent off. Okay, and as he was sent off, but he was a nomad. Okay, he was a tent dwelling type of man that dwelt off in the borders, over in the borders. He didn't come into the land where the people were because he was scared and afraid. And when you start studying that and you start to understand that, you start to understand that Cain is the father of the Oriental nation. All right. And if you understand and know that he's the father of the Oriental nation, then now you can start to understand Africa and how we come to the class system that emerged for the children that were born of the Asiatic man. All right. And we will talk more about that next podcast. Right now, I will leave you at that. Good night. God bless. And this is the Black Man Foundation. So, because of Cain, that is the start of your Asian populations. Okay, he's the father of your Oriental nation. All right, and once you understand that, then we can understand the history of the land, of the two lands. Okay, this is all prehistory. Okay, like I said, it was a class system that was set up, and that class system was set up for the children of that land. They wanted to be classified, but they didn't want to be classified as black, even though their mother was considered black. They wanted to be classified as something else. So, and that's how you have the coming about of mulattoes. Okay, a mulatto in America is vice versa from mulatto in Africa. But that term came in then. And then from there, they created their own nation of people. Okay? And when they created their own nation of people, they had a specific name for that group of people. Okay? Just like I told you earlier that Menes, okay, started of the dynasties because he brought the two lands together. Okay? It was Memphis. But then as he brought the two lands together, he made it open season for these people to be able to come, people to migrate within the land that was considered nomads in the land. Now they are able to come within the land farther up and farther in because you remember that there was an upper and a lower Egypt at the time when it was first in the cataracts. You had the first cataract, second cataract, third, fourth, and so forth and so on, and as it goes down. But as the upper part and the lower parts of it join together, then you have room for others to come in, and they started bordering in from each side, hemming in the Africans as they started migrating towards the land during this golden empire. And we'll wrap it up there. Good night.
Up for
Rubbish! Is there anyone else that can play for the king? There's no one in this kingdom that can play good music. Speak up! Is there anyone else? Yes, Saya. There is one. He lives down in the valley called the Gells family. Some call him the beat maker. Some call him Don Juan. Yes. But what is his name? Sorry, sire. His name is Smokey Don Juan. And where he lives is at Studio One. Smokey Don Juan. Studio One. What's with the one? Let me explain, sire. Because he is the one. No one has yet to take his crown. His music is full of culture. No one can resist. Send for this, smoke it on. One. Tell him the king has summoned him. Be quick about it. As you wish, sire. Get up, men. Get on the horses. You heard the king. Go down to the body of the Gallant family and summon the one called Smoke It on One at Studio One.
Mr. Baker, it's always a pleasure, sir.
What you say, bro?
It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Always. Always.
Ready now. Smoke it on. You don't know how fire that is representing. Number one, we run the place.
Yeah, I guess you have to take the other one off, the first one. And keep this one.
Yeah. I said a fire dies. With the fire vice. Boy. Yeah. I said the youth, them not the ghetto, said them hungry. No food, nah run, a man a stumble. The lion, them a roll and them a grumble. No fields, them a stumble. No meditation, it now all. I tell the youth, them fi put some yammet right down in a the cup. Banana and plant your plum. And some callaloo and your fi plant past chow. But anyway, let them run go get the gun. And some them want get rich, get fi win all a tow. Until the get the youth, them now will no flow. And so them a go get that beating right now. I tell them say the youth, them not the get to set them hungry. No food, nah run, a man a stumble. The lion and them a grumble. No feel say man a stumble. No meditation it now all. The youth them fi plant some. Ya met right down in a the ground. Plant cassava, your feet plant back down. Youth, your feet take up the plow. I said a fire dies. With the fire vice. Boy. Yeah. I said the youth, them not the ghetto, said them hungry. No food, nah run, a man a stumble. The lion, them a roll and them a grumble. No fields, them a stumble. No meditation, it now all. I tell the youth, them fi put some yammet right down in a the gum. Banana and plant your plum. And some callaloo and your fi plant past chow. But anyway, let them run go get the gun. And some them want get rich, get fi win all a tow. Until they get the youth, them now will no flow. And so them a go get that beating right now. I tell them say the youth, them not they get to set them hungry. No food, nah run, a man a stumble. The lion and them a grumble. No feel say man a stumble. No me.
Studio One. Farmer General. Smoke it on one. Too much killing. A whole lot of blood spilling. The youth has at the darkness willing. And these days the dead come quickly. I said today, yeah you were. Tomorrow, yeah you gone. What you call your friend? I say what you call you blood. I said today, yeah you were. Tomorrow, yeah you gone. What you call your friend? I say what you call you blood. Streets are run red. Streets are run red. The streets are run red. Streets are run red. Streets are run red. Streets are run red. The streets are run red. Streets are run red. Too much destruction on the road, men falling like dominoes. Too much corruption in the house of all of widows. We rich getting richer and the poor getting slaughtered. Daughter against mothers, son against fathers. Everyone have their opinion of the truth, but nobody want live righteous. Some who close to you switch on you like a light switch, and some who close to you waiting for the right time to bite you. Oh, streets are run red.
Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. Shishui, glorify his name, me betting. Glorify his name, me betting. Let we come together and blow fire upon the heat. Let we come together and blow fire upon the heat. Don't they worry about your house, your pretty car, or your bling. Don't they worry about your house, your pretty car, or your bling. To the entire metaverse place, only one. To the entire metaverse place, only one. Me hold a meds and say everything clear. They said the end of the earth is near. World War III, nuclear. Keep an eye upon the eagle and the bear. Oligarchs and billionaires. Space is the next frontier. They want breed glorified here. As a alone sitting in the high chair. Glorify his name, me betting. Glorify his name, me betting. Let we come together and blow fire upon the heat. Let we come together and blow fire upon the heat. Don't they worry about your house, your pretty car, or your bling. Don't they worry about your house, your pretty car, or your bling. To the entire metaverse place, only one. To the entire metaverse place, only one. Global warming have the place to bake. Tsunami and earthquake. Then they leave land, they try to escape. Ye of little faith, we don't know we're real or we're fake. You have to watch the food you they put on your plate. In the lab manufacturing steak, could never flow to the general gate. Glorify his name, lamenting. Glorify his name.
Call on the microphone stand, that's all me stay. Me stay strong in this life, yeah. You see me can't change me, my behavior. Yes, it's a crisis everywhere. Life, you have to understand it. You don't play with it. Crisis, I have to fight this every day. My mind's straight, I pray. It is my way sometime. I'm direct, I'm select, I'm from the mic to deck. I own my own, I'm fighting this alone. Jealousy, many try to stop me. This is real, I own this list. Face death, everyday threat, no escape. Every way is hate. I gotta have faith. Living, people tripping, everyday killing. Who could tell if I am well? I'm trying to live above all. Negative, everywhere I go, positive flow. All my homies know the struggle. Just trying to stay out of trouble. Yeah, reasoning. You must believe in patient to see true fools who try to frustrate you. You know who. Things never change from my childhood. I know this danger. I say I'm brave like Salone. I own my own, devoted to the bone. The only way to see a better day. I got to
Get that wretched. My shirts, you know.
You know what the fire vibes. Yeah, me tell you. Yeah.
ready now.
Yeah, young man, look at yourself, you see. Maybe all a little vibe, no, maybe like vibes. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. Maybe all a little vibe, all a little vibe. Fire dies, me arise, one shot. Don't this, don't test, don't shut it at your best. Cause I'm only moving, magic never mess. Hey, only you go, Marina realness. Yeah, the wheel of the best. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes, all of me killers in my press. Yes, say start pressing at the hands. Yes, count up money, me say no less. Alright, make a girl undress. Outside what she want, if she want the killer, she said yes. Cause we are the best, Alright, make it all a vibe, but we live that game. And the fully wildlife, we no live no cap, no nightlife. I just one time, I just one time. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. All a little vibe, all a little fast. And you dance me a rise, one shot with a rise. Anyway, don't this, don't test. One shot in your chest, gonna bulletproof face, machine a run mesh. Hey, bulletproof gun, marina well mesh. Yeah. Well, get them ready.
Real maestros, you know. You know what the fire vibes. Yeah, me tell you. Yeah. Ready now. Hey, then now, my little bit myself, you see. Maybe all a little vibe, no, maybe like the vibes. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. Maybe all a little vibe, Fire dies, me arise, one shot. Don't this, don't test. One shot in your chest, cause I'm bulletproof face, machine a run mesh. Hey, bulletproof gun, marina real mesh. Yeah, the wheel at the desk. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes, let me kill us in my press. Yes, say start pressing at the hands. Yes, count up money, me say no less. Alright, make a girl undress. Outside what she want, if she want the killer, she said yes. Cause we are the best, Alright, make it all a vibe, but we live that game. And the fully wildlife, we no live no cap, no nightlife. I just one time, I just one time. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. All a little fast, and you dance me a rise, one shot with a rise. Anyway, don't this, don't test. One shot in your chest, cause I'm bulletproof face, machine a run mesh. Hey, bulletproof gun, marina well mesh. I'm a maybe like vibes. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. All a little vibe, fire dies, me a rise, one shot with a rise. Anyway, don't this, don't test. One shot in your chest, cause I'm bulletproof face, machine a run mesh. Hey, bulletproof gun, marina well mesh. Yeah, the wheel at the desk. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes, let me kill us in my press. Yes, say start pressing at the hands. Yes, count up money, me say no less. Alright, make a girl undress. Outside what she want, if she want the killer, she said yes. Cause we are the best, Alright, make it all a vibe, but we live that game. And the fully wildlife, we no live no cap, no nightlife. I just one time, I just one time. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. All a little vibe, and you dance me a rise, one shot with a rise. Anyway, don't this, don't test. One shot in your chest, cause I'm bulletproof face, machine a run mesh. Hey, bulletproof gun, marina well mesh. Good shot in your chest, don't test. Yeah, we are the best. Yes, straight up, not less. Yes. Roll at the scheme, fire dice, never feel so famous on my dream. Me roll with me team, and when me roll in, me future look bright like red eye beamer. Girl, she love my girls, them full about me, have me money in a pocket, and me liquor in a cup. Molly, as if it's smoke for me, puff with me, drop the bar, me lungs are up. Oh yeah, party party all day, Portland down a Royal Grande, the advice me a whole on the beach, yeah. Maybe all a little vibe, but maybe like little vibes. Pussy want this, but you can't stay alive. Maybe all a little vibe, and you nice me a
Cigarettes and dollar bills, we got them bottles popping. Some bitches popping pills, some bitches popping balls. Little mama freaky than that motherfucker getting hot bars on in the bathroom. Straws dropping dollars. Read bitches getting down on the floor. Read bitches getting down. Tell me one that little mama on the pole. She's a booty popper. Come fuck me for some fame. Don't even know my name. See the chain and the pill telling her that I'm the nigga, I'm the man. I'm the truth is going down like the on my mind. Smoke it down, watch it cause we got the plan sight. Till their cups been cold, they're rolling all night. Tell the player hater he don't really want to fight. I mean, a booty got it shaking all night. Three bitches getting down on the floor.
Charge chopping, me say dollars getting. You know see where the outlaws them repping. Read out every movement like spelling. If a nigga fuck round, yeah, we damn shelling. So we heaven, now we damn spelling. What you feel, miss a lot of shelling. What you feel, miss a lot of shelling. You know see where the outlaws them dwelling.
Cigarettes and dollar bills, we got them bottles popping. Some bitches popping pills, some bitches popping more. Little mama freaking and the motherfucker getting her buzz on in the bathroom. Straws dropping, mouse getting cigarettes and dollar bills, we got them bottles popping. Some bitches popping pills, some bitches popping more. Little mama freaking and the motherfucker getting her buzz on in the bathroom. Straws dropping, dollars getting.
If you want to put your mind at ease, take a trip to Belize. But please, don't bring no disease.
Party day. I go to bounce, I'm a gun man skank. Everybody bougie bitch want get them ass bang bang. I go to bounce, I'm a gun man skank. Wait, the gun in me and fam. I go to bounce, I'm a gun man skank. Everybody bougie bitch want get them ass bang bang. I go to bounce, I'm a gun man skank. Wait, the gun in me and fam. Wait, the gun in me and fam. Make it slam bang bang bang. We no fucking cunning nam. You must see my dog, me dogs, them sick in a them head, mad sick in a them head like over Baghdad. So we fling bang like a ding dong. Sit to my low just like a ding dong. And me from them mighty just like King Kong. Me go to bounce, I'm a gun my skank. Everybody bougie bitch want get them ass bang bang. Me go to bounce, I'm a gun my skank. Wait, the gun in me and fam. Me go to bounce, I'm a gun my skank. Everybody bougie bitch want get them ass bang bang. Me go to bounce, I'm a gun my skank. Wait, the gun in me and fam.
Yeah, here we go. There's nothing in the world like make me feel so the way I do when I get my sweet. Now they make me feel on, make me worry about my woman panty. Make me make enough money. Say them youths that I push from town to country. So that I live all the house me have me own back. From over Hong Kong to the Kingston and the old China man. Let me get me from the Colombian straight down to the BC land. So me want to tell them again and again. Oh Lord, mama money shake it, it's a fine. Mama money box it down. Show me when you take it up slow. So I really like the way all your jiggle walk up. Mama when you shake it, it's a fine. Mama when you box it down. Show me when you take it up slow. So I really like the way all your jiggle walk up. Super well rap, like never before. So we dance in my cup, dance morning, hey family. I want you be lucky, they have it up, till the people say, hey, nothing to say, no mistake, you can call it fate. Cause if they find a way, so we get by the way. So never foreplay, never fake, never the case. I'm known to get paid, once you off the race. The leads, the beats, the real beat, the street, big reason why she can't be on the bus. So this is why I like this.
New Sound Production. Satan ain't no friend of mine, no. Studio One. Get yourself together. Fighting one another, go and fight the devil. Yeah. Get yourself together. Fighting one another, go and fight the devil. Fall Lord. Me and Satan never follow. He don't like how I follow. Jesus Christ, I say he is the Father. Fall Lord. Me and Satan never follow. He don't like how I follow. Jesus Christ, I say he is the Father. Yeah. I can't be afraid of the devil. When God comes, never turn back the devil. Yeah. He mad because he can't get back to heaven. Yeah. He mad because he can't get back to level. Yeah. You better watch it cause he like a roaring lion. Trying to make sure me and you to see fire. Hold on to the beat. It's the reason for the season. Never leave it, just believe it. Follow. Me and Satan never follow. He don't like how I follow. Jesus Christ, I say he is the Father. Yeah. Follow. Me and Satan never follow. He don't don't like how I follow Jesus Christ, and me say he is my father. Yeah, yeah. Satan, I know you afraid of me. You better hope God don't give me the key, cause if I get the power, I will march down to hell. Stomp out your chest and kick out your teeth and rub off your head. Use my holy sword to slice you to death. Have you running around through hell? That Jesus Christ is Lord. No matter how much son you win, boys still God. Yeah, follow. Please don't follow. We don't like how I follow. Jesus Christ, every said it is the Father. Yeah, follow. We said I never follow. We don't like how I follow.
Pussy them attack, but me don't know them fear we. Fire dance with Matty, bounce it when me say them near me. Judas go and get the chance to live so long, go hear me. Do what me want for you. Pussy them attack, but me don't know them fear we. Fire dance with Matty, bounce it when me say them near me. Judas go and get the chance to live so long, go hear me. Yeah, do what me want for you.
Opinions with the marijuana Swiss. Why you violate me, you will want for this. You look like a gorilla with banana clip. And me fool them up a can and left a banana chip. See them have the glass in a deep pulpit. Them go switch and them go snitch and now make a chick culprit. But one in a head that make it pussy culprit. When the rifle has sing out like a trumpet.
Pussy them attack, but me don't know them fear we. Fire dance with Matty, bounce it when me say them near me. Judas go and get the chance to live so long, go hear me. Yeah, do what me want for you. Pussy them attack, but me don't know them fear we. Fire dance with Matty, bounce it when me say them near me. Judas go and get the chance to live so long, go hear me. Yeah, do what me want for you. Man, this me and you too. The smell of doodoo. Try and get charged at you too. The crime them go cool. I crime them go so. We have a hose gun. Murder it go rise and like a jump so like a sack run. Over by this school son. Shot run like one. Fuck a them a hot done. The cap a shot run. Hold up this some more fun. Don't even try run. Pop out air and kill that they can never really be done. Pussy them attack, but me don't know them fear we. Fire dance with Matty, bounce it when me say them near me. Judas go and get the chance to live so long, go hear me. Yeah, do what you want for you. Pussy them attack, but me don't know them fear we. Fire dance with Matty, bounce it when me say them near me.
Ready now. Ready, steady. Them boy then I hold them ready. Give me a tell you, a fire that should represent for Smokey that you know. Watch here now.
Yo, Smokey. Them finna say I be I grade with Smokey. You see, Madam May up and gun.
Ready now.
Hey.
Isn't it? Register the kingdom radio, so when the kingdom
A something Chris of the boss, a something Chris. And them skin I got tear and bone check. Come on, ask me who me no know, me no know. Now ask me who me no know, me no know. Hey, but on the blade me carry, for me eat something make boy. Stagger hand dip. Now ask me who me no know, me no know. Now ask me who me no know, me no know. If them violate them, get a cup of dust a pebble. Rifle shot pebble, chop them up like vegetable. But like them the devil catch a fire with the eagle. Something not in a head and a hello heaven. Rifle shot a sig out like it is a keckle. Punk a violate them, never know me was a rebel. Zip up your mouth, lick up beat, nothing said nothing. Shot a crack in the head like egg when it a button. Something Chris of a cause, a something Chris. And them skin a got tear and poach it. Come on, ask me who me no know, me no know. Now ask me who me no know, me no know. But on the blade me carry, for me if something make boy. Stagger hand dip. Now ask me who me no know, me no know. Now ask me who me no know, me no know.
Shit. Now the pussy me the bag. Big tune. Pussy me the bag.
Oh, I couldn't wait for you again, and me just can't wait to see you again, but me can't wait. Fist stop be your friend. I wanna be your boyfriend. Girl, me couldn't wait to hear for you again, and me just can't wait to see you again, but me can't wait. Fist stop be your friend. I have to be your boyfriend. See that man and call me on my phone. Tell me say the pussy boy still not make it home. Like dog in a street in a room and leaving your honey. and alone. You have to take me out of this friend zone. Call over and come polish the door. Make it shine and glitter like chrome. And then you go shake and shimmer up on the bone. In the air, make a taste your pheromones. Me want have a threesome with your clone. Make for we only private own. Then use your secretion as cologne. I couldn't wait for you again, and me just can't wait to see you again. But me can't wait to stop be your friend. I wanna be your boyfriend.
Crush, are you done? Yo, hey, when you're feeling like you're back against the wall and ain't no one to call, just hold on, keep the faith. When you're feeling like you're giving up the race, keep your head up, keep the pace, and try down to a better day. Get to you, just look, hold on. Hold on, keep the faith. Mama tell me, hold on, son. Hold on, keep the faith. Look, hold on. Hold on, keep the faith. Mama tell me, hold on, son. Tell them to put down the gun and learn how to throw hand. Don't let the government get your program. Never walk in the shadow after no man. Don't show no fear, dog, in no one. Big tune, big tune. For so long. Look, I know them other them tired. Crush, are you done? Yo, hey, when you're feeling like you're back against the wall and ain't no one to call, just hold on, keep the faith. When you're feeling like you're giving up the race, keep your head up, keep the pace, and try down to a better day. Get to you, just look, hold on. Hold on, keep the faith. Mama tell me, hold on, son. Hold on, keep the faith. Look, hold on. Hold on, keep the faith. Mama tell me, hold on, son. Tell them to put down the gun and learn how to throw hand. Don't let the government get your program. Never walk in the shadow after no man. Don't show no fear, dog, in no one. Get to use them been struggling for so long. Look, I know them other them tired. I see them locked up in jail, dog, with no bond. Look, I can tell you cause I've been there before. Locked up in a cell, but shocking up in a door. I don't wanna hear the come meal anymore. Heartbroken, so I don't know how to feel anymore. Look, when you feel like you're back against the wall, ain't no one to call, just hold on, keep the faith. When you feel like giving up the race, keep your head up, keep the pace, and try that to a better day. Better you just look. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, keep the faith. Mama tell me, hold on, son. Hold on, keep the faith. Hold on, yeah. Hold on, keep the faith. Mama tell me, hold on, son. From a general. Switch up on him, yeah. I'm slipping through like butter. If you have a brother, talk to my lawyer. Or we can take this the other way around. Talk to the other man and put a hole in you like you died at it. Oh please, I don't believe in violence, but niggas on the street, I'm on the street trying to eat hard for you and me. Even the police are trying to put you 6 feet. Better not sleep, better not weak. Forgive me if I seem unfriendly. Money on my mind like a man in a part of me. So when you see me, don't call me your daddy. Next time you see me, just call me the daddy. My time to shine. Yo, nigga, do you mind? Step aside. No need to get your feelings, you will be a sorrow. No need to get your bullet in your marrow. My time to shine. Yo, nigga, do you mind? Step aside. No need to get your feelings, you will be a sorrow. No need to get your bullet in your marrow. And nobody's chatting about chat. Can I get what's mine? Me no get who I got it. Boss said it's gonna lose and it's coming. If it is, you go cemetery. Oh, money man, gully man, money man, gully man. That's all I wanna be now. Money man, gully man, money man, gully man. That's all I wanna be now. Time to prove the swag that I can't lose. I can't wear red bottoms, I like blue. I don't want your girl, nigga. I got my own, cause a man ain't a man, unless he got his own tool. Fuck your metaphor coming straight to your front door. DMX, do you feel me now? I don't fuck with nobody, so don't fuck with me. Like as if a nigga gotta fuck with a nigga, then I'm mad after a nigga, cause a nigga tryna put it on it in your nigga. Word to the wife. Everybody going down with a nigga. Don't fuck with this nigga, yeah. My time to shine. Yo, nigga, do you mind? Step aside. No need to get feelings, you will be a sorrow. No need to get your bullet in your marrow. And nobody's chatting about chat. Can I get what's mine? Me no get who I got it. Boss said it's gonna lose and it's coming.
Big tune.